Hey peoples, you're back. So am I. Oh my gosh, check that out. Just wanted to get everyone together to glow up a really interesting woman who is among the most impressive in the ranks of our favorite Wednesday's regularly scheduled program, Most Influential Woman. Now, she is a self-professed slow learner, draws on her homework, and breaks gender rules in the education system. Any ideas? All right, no more hints. Let's go ahead and check her out. All right, guys, let me introduce you to somebody really cool. Now, her name is Dr. Maryam Mirzakhani. She was born on May 3rd, 1977 in Tehran. As a child, she read voraciously and wanted to become a writer. Now, Iran was at war with Iraq at the time, but the war ended as she entered middle school. "I think I was the lucky generation," she said once in a Fields video, "because I was a teenager when things became more stable." In high school, she was a member of the Iranian team at the International Mathematical Olympiad, winning a gold medal in the Olympiad in 1994 and once again in 95, winning another gold medal with a perfect score. Wow. Like what? That's in high school. Now, after completing a bachelor's degree at Sharif University of Technology in Tehran in 1999, she attended graduate school at Harvard, completing her doctorate in 2004. She then became a professor at Princeton before moving to Stanford in 2008. Wow, check out this resume, like what? Now, Dr. Mirzakhani was the only Iranian and woman ever to win a Fields Medal, the most prestigious honor in mathematics. Now, the Fields Medal, established in 1936, is often described as the Nobel Prize of Mathematics. But unlike Nobels, the Fields are bestowed only on people aged 40 or younger, not just to honor their accomplishments, but also to predict future mathematical triumphs. So they're betting on you. Now, the Fields are awarded every 4 years, with up to 4 mathematicians chosen at a time. She was in the midst of doing fantastic work, Dr. Sarnak said. Not only did she solve many problems, in solving problems, she developed tools that are now the bread and butter of people working in the field. Dr. Mirzakhani was one of 4 Fields winners in 2014 at the International Congress of Mathematicians in South Korea. President Hassan Rouhani of Iran released a statement expressing great grief and sorrow when she passed. He wrote, "The unparalleled excellence of the creative scientist and humble person that echoed Iran's name in scientific circles around the world was a turning point in introducing Iranian women and youth on their way to conquer the summits of pride and various international stages." Basically, he's saying she was awesome. Dr. Mirzakhani's mathematics looked at the interplay of dynamics and geometry, in some ways a more complicated version of billiards, with balls bouncing from one side to another of a rectangular billiards table eternally. Now, to elaborate just a little bit, a ball's path can sometimes be a repeating pattern. A simple example is a ball that hits a side at a right angle. It would then bounce back and forth in a line forever, never moving to any other part of the table. But if a ball bounced at an angle, its trajectory would then be more intricate, often covering the entire table. You want to see the trajectory of the ball, Dr. Mirzakhani explained in a video produced by the Simmons Foundation and the International Mathematical Union to profile the 2014 Fields winners. Would it cover all your billiard table? Can you find closed billiard paths? And interestingly enough, this is an open question in general. Now, in work with Alex Eskin of the University of Chicago, Dr. Mirzakhani, a self-professed slow learner, examined billiards tables of more complicated shapes and, in fact, considered the dynamics of balls bouncing around all possible tables that fit certain criteria. It was a challenging problem that had been attacked by many prominent mathematicians. That included Curtis T. McMullen, her thesis advisor at Harvard, and also a Fields medalist who had solved a special case. But no one had a good idea of the path toward a more encompassing solution. Now, after a decade of work, Dr. Mirzakhani and Dr. Eskin proved not only the original problem that they had been sent out to solve, but a slightly different one even, just from looking at things at a slightly different perspective. Now, Dr. Sarnak said that though Dr. Mirzakhani wrote relatively few papers, she was still a game changer. I'm sure in the long run, she would have had many more of these decisive papers, he said. Now, Dr. Mirzakhani passed on July 14, 2017, at 40 years old, at the Stanford Hospital in Palo Alto, California. She's survived by her husband, who was also a mathematics professor at Stanford, and a daughter. Dr. Mirzakhani often dived into her math research by doodling on vast pieces of paper while sprawled on the floor with equations at the edges. Her daughter described it as painting. It is like being lost in a jungle, Dr. Mirzakhani said, and trying to use all the knowledge that you can gather to come up with some new tricks. And with some luck, you might find a way out. So help me applaud Dr. Maryam Mirzakhani for her incredible contributions and to add her among the ranks of the amazingly inspiring and dedicated women who break those doors that have said no women allowed for way too long. We're here. We're proud and we're strong. And there are some brilliant women who deserve the recognition for their hard work that allowed us to get where we are today. Okay, peoples, thank you so much for taking the time to check out another incredible biography. Get those brain juices moving and let's rock this. Whatever your goals are, you got this. Never take the easy road, as we just learned, but the road that's meant for greater things. Now go inspire yourself. All right, see you next time. Stay safe.